It's been a rough week for the cast of X-Men Dark Phoenix, but it wasn't just the opening weekend box office numbers that proved to be an uncomfortable moment. When the cast went on Jimmy Kimmel to promote the movie, Kimmel immediately launched into a spoiler discussion, visibly making the entire cast squirm. We're going to take a look and break it down coming up next. X-Men Dark Phoenix has been a troubled production, swirling in negative buzz. The film is on track for the worst opening weekend in the franchise and has a rock-bottom Rotten Tomatoes score. But the cast performed admirably, and you gotta give them credit. They're really doing their best to try and sell this turkey in media interviews across the internet and television. But it was a little bit of a bumpy road when they went on Jimmy Kimmel after a few brief exchanges, including a weird detour about a horse that apparently bit Jessica Chastain's breast. But then Jimmy Kimmel launched into spoiler talk, immediately making the cast visibly squirm. Take a look.
This is not a spoiler, but we know that Jennifer's character, Raven, gets killed in this movie. And I wonder if that was emotional for
any. Yeah, it was.
Now, Jimmy Kimmel has a bit of a reputation for putting celebrities on the spot when they're in the chair. But you can tell from the cast's reaction that they were not expecting this. And they were visibly flustered and even perhaps a little miffed that he just brazenly launched right into spoiler territory. Even though, granted, he's technically correct. The internet has been very vocal about what happens to Mystique in the movie. However, it's clear that the cast was not expecting that, nor did they really want to talk about that. And the first one that I noticed was Jessica Chastain, because before Kimmel even got the question out, when he mentioned the word spoiler...
This is not a spoiler, but we know that Jennifer's character, Raven, gets killed in this movie.
You immediately see her perk up, and she kind of looks off to the left and is kind of going up and over her castmates sitting in front of her. Apparently, what I'm guessing would be to check in and lock eyes with someone off stage, probably the Fox media or PR handler. And then you can also see James McAvoy. He kind of looks off in that direction too. I can't quite tell because of the angles if they're trying to check out the same person. But I'm assuming, especially on a major media appearance like that the media handler was right there, right off stage. So that was the first thing I noticed, was immediately when Jessica Chastain heard the word spoiler, she's like, oh crap, what's so-and-so going to think about that? And you look at Fassbender too, he was like, he definitely gave a bit of a grimace, like, what the hell? But I have to say the most animated response had to be Nicholas Hoult. You can definitely see his surprise. Eyebrows raised, and then just you can't hear anything, but you can clearly see from his mouth he's saying, what? And then he says it again, what? And in fact, the only two people who had no visible reaction to the question were Ty Sheridan and Jennifer Lawrence. And Ty Sheridan seemed to kind of be in his own world, a little bit oblivious to what was being said, but Jennifer Lawrence just launched right into her PR routine, answering the question right on message. But the most interesting response was from Sophie Turner, and also showed that the cast did not expect this question, nor a topic of spoilers to be discussed. When Kimmel asks the question, she immediately looks down like, ugh, what am I going to say now? Jennifer Lawrence immediately launches into a little witty response, and Sophie Turner turns to her and says, I don't think I'm supposed to say this.
I was told not to say.
Did anyone cry?
You can't quite hear what she's saying, but it sounds like she said, I was told not to talk about this. Like she's repeating what, she'd gotten from her Fox handler. So, all in all, it looks like the cast was pretty blindsided by Jimmy Kimmel's discussion of spoiler topics. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time on Hero Journalism.